Dr. Della Chow is a doctor of optometry who fits complicated prescriptions and bifocal contacts and checks her patients for early signs of eye disease. She also knows how you should change up your summer eyewear to keep up with your stylin' friends. It is my pleasure to welcome Dr. Della Chow back to Studio 4 to tell us more. Nice to see you again.
Well, thank you for having me, Fanny, and it's great that it's sunny.
I know. You or Rick brought sunshine today, I'm sure, or maybe the chief, but I'm not sure. But I bet it was you because of the sunglasses. Before we get to sunglasses, a quick update on ordering prescriptions online. The rule went in May that you can order prescriptions online without doctors...
Without an eye exam.
Without an eye exam.
And
okay.
That ruling came in, and it was to give consumers more choice. But we're the only jurisdiction in North America that has made it unregulated such that anybody can order glasses or contact lenses without having their eyes examined.
So once you get a prescription at some point, you can just keep using it, and as you know, because you do it every day, checking eye health at every age is so important.
Yeah, it's really important because most of the time when you go for your routine eye health exam, you don't have problems. Maybe you'll go when you think your vision's changing, but that's not really when you should go. You should go every year. If you're over 65, from 19 to 64, you should go every 2 years. And then when you're growing up, you need to be seen every year.
If you're 3, 4, 7,
Age 3 is
10?
the first exam. 6 months you'll be checked by, you can be checked by your optometrist or your pediatrician or family doctor, but after 6 months, then you're seen at age 3 for sure, because a lot of eye problems need to be caught before age 6.
It makes sense. Preventive, preventive, preventive. If your macula's in good shape, or your iris or your retina, or you have early glaucoma or early cataracts, why not know?
I just call it the leaky condo check whenever I'm checking everybody, and they say, well, you're here for your annual leaky condo check.
It's so important. It really is. Makes sense to me. Anyway, okay. Over to fancy stuff. This year's trends. We seem to follow movie stars. I don't know if we should, but you see Tom Cruise sporting a pair of somethings, and you think those are cool.
Yeah, and that's all come back in, and it is the movie stars that we're tending to follow versus the models. And not only is it us as consumers, but say, are we showing the sunglasses?
We will
right
in
now?
1 second, because tell me about general trends in sunglasses.
General trends is
lots of bling diamonds, no bling diamonds this year.
This year, actually, we're going back to retro, which is the 80s, and that's not so retro to me, but
or me.
But what's popular in the 80s has come back full swing now.
Really?
Yeah.
So 30 years ago, right? 8, 9, 10, 11.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
30 years ago, we were wearing what? Let's start with the Ray-Bans.
Well,
I still have a pair.
Exactly.
Somewhere.
And they're fine, Fanny. So the Ray-Bans, they're classics, and they never go out of style. And there's different brands.
You can bring them out.
Ray-Bans.
And put them right there.
Okay.
Or, what did Rashad tell you? He always gives you orders.
Well, I'm used to taking orders.
Okay.
So this pair, this is a Club Master, and the interesting thing is, this is original Club Master by the 80s, in the 80s by Ray-Ban, and Prada's knocking off the Club Master.
Oh, really? So Prada knocks it off?
Well, you know, if you and I wore this before, we don't really want to wear it exactly the same again. So now we can go to the updated
But those are
Pradas.
Beautiful. They're tortoiseshell. They have a little logo on the side, but not too much.
Exactly.
You know, these might, I didn't try these on before, but those are...
Yeah, they're not bad on you, actually. A little square.
A little square, because I know when you're picking a sunglass, you have to look at shape of face,
Exactly.
eyebrows, all of that.
The general rule is to choose something that's opposite to the shape of your face.
Opposite to the shape of your face. So we'll put those back. I won't scratch, I promise.
That's okay.
And next we have Prada.
Next we have
Prada?
Ray-Ban.
Ray-Bans again.
Again, because they're the original 80s. And this is what's called the Wayfarer. And like you mentioned, Tom Cruise wore these in Risky Business, made them really popular in the 80s. And also Audrey Hepburn when she was
Breakfast at Tiffany's.
Breakfast at Tiffany's, and she
So
was Hollywood
unisex?
Totally unisex.
Totally unisex. Dark lens, doesn't matter.
Yeah. And I bet you this one would look good on you, Fanny.
Do you think?
Let's see.
Okay, I'll wear these and you go on to the next. Next we've got these are Wayfarers?
Those are Wayfarers, and here's Chanel knocking off the Wayfarers.
Okay.
So,
Oh, I like Chanel too.
Yeah.
My. And 8 Prada Chanel.
and this is the Prada knockoff of the Ray-Ban.
Okay. So now I'm really confused. And this has kind of a greeny
Chanel,
tint.
and that actually, I like that one on you.
Do you?
That
Why?
one I like.
I mean, as the stylist, so you look at me in these and you say, I like that because
It
the
fits
color,
really well on your face.
nose, bridge.
Yeah, it fits really well on your face. Sunglasses, they can't be adjusted much, and so you want to choose a pair of sunglasses that feels well
Right.
when you first put it
Well,
on.
and I like that I can see out the bottom.
Yeah.
So when you walk into the trendy store, you can leave your shades on
Yeah.
and not trip.
Yeah, and those look great
Yeah,
on
those
you.
are beautiful.
And these are the Prada ones that we've been talking about.
Okay.
That are
All right, I'll just
Prada's take on the
I'll just
Wayfarer.
put on the glasses. Show me the aviators because I think they're great on almost everybody. True, not true, Dr. Chow.
well, the aviators, Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt are the aviator couple.
Yes.
And what's important is that when you wear an aviator, this is your classical pilot aviator.
Right.
With a
And they're small, aren't they? Because
They come
I
in
had
two
a-
sizes.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
Okay, because I have an old pair. I think they were Porsches or something.
And
you
those
could
will be
change
huge.
lenses, and they were
Yeah.
enormous. My kids giggle. They do
Yeah.
them for dress up. They go,
And-
Mother, you never wore these.
And
Tell
these-
me you never wore these.
These ones are a little too deep, I think, for
For
for most women.
Okay.
I find that it's actually too
Too
much of an aviator
down.
shape.
So
And
that's
this
for the
is-
men.
This is my
That's-
pair.
That's your pair
It actually
that you wore. Oh, I
yeah.
see. So it's not
So that's
quite
my
as
pair. Yeah.
drop.
And it's better for
better
females.
because
Yeah.
it doesn't hit here because we have those lovely high cheekbones,
Yeah.
don't you know?
And this is the Prada pair. That's the knockoff of the Ada.
Well, I love
aviator.
that Pradas are knocking off aviators,
Because when we're
so to speak.
It's the classic shapes, and so you really, you take classic shapes and you update them.
And put them all together.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So, color-wise, I saw in a fashion mag recently, the new Vogue, I think, white glasses, red glasses,
Well, they're all
frames I'm talking about.
In terms of the frames, white it looks
In?
it looks great when it goes with your skin tones, and just like yourself, you look great with your white blazer and a pair of white sunglasses would look great. And they are making the Ray-Bans to update them a bit. They're making them in different colors,
Oh,
and so this pair comes in a stark white, and I think it really depends if you can wear that white pair, but it'll look great.
sure,
if you
but
can.
inside, those are trendy.
Yeah,
You
these
know.
are my Canada Day ones because they're white and red.
Yeah, of course. You can wear those to the cauldron.
Yeah.
And because oftentimes we put glasses on our head. I bet
Yeah.
we're not supposed to because they probably stretch.
They will always stretch, but we're creatures of habit, and females wear headbands, and so I don't give anyone too much trouble. With good sunglasses, you can get them adjusted and put back into shape. And a lot of people ask me, what's the difference between a really good pair of expensive sunglasses versus an inexpensive pair? And
Right.
it is actually the lens itself, just like a camera. A disposable camera, it doesn't have the optics. It's like a camera. A disposable camera doesn't have good optics, and that's what you're paying for when you're paying more for the
Okay, and
sunglasses.
eye health-wise, does it matter if the lens is green, brown, gray?
Eye
pink?
health-wise, I think that there's a misconception that people think that the more expensive your sunglasses are, the better your eye health. But actually, the lenses themselves, anything in Canada, it has 100% ultraviolet protection.
Okay.
So even the ones you buy from the gas station, it's going to protect you, but you just can't see as well. So I tell my patients, well, if you're going to go into the swimming pool, you might want a cheap pair. You're still going to get the 100%
Sure.
ultraviolet protection, but you need a good lens optically.
A good
to
lens
drive.
optically, and
Yeah.
if you have a prescription lens, definitely.
Yes, you can get prescriptions made in sunglasses, and they turn out really well.
Are you finding your clients are still going for transition lenses?
The ones that
Start
go,
light,
they
go dark.
Yeah, those are called photochromics, and that's when you, there's two types. There's a photochromic where when you come inside, it lightens up,
Yes.
and then you go outside, it darkens, and that's called a photochromic. And I think what you might be asking is whether it's gradient lenses, where it's dark at the
Right,
top
and
then
light
it gets
at the
lighter at the
bottom.
bottom. And as you can see, Chanel on top of trends has that gradient.
No, I like that because
Yeah.
often when you're reading, we're looking into the sun driving, and then if you have to read, and I know we're not supposed to text in the car, but you
Yeah.
know, so you have to use these. It makes
Yeah.
sense to me.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, those look great on you, Fanny.
Nice to see you.
Thank
Well,
you.